Integrated reporting came up in discussions at the World Economic Forum earlier in the year. And of course, it's working around the world. What signs are you seeing from different parts of the world, different enthusiasms, different take-up and so on?
The mature markets are very interested in integrated reporting, and in different countries, I won't go into country by country, right throughout the sort of mature capital markets that we know. There is a great interest in integrated reporting, also a lot of detail that they want to understand and deal with, because that is the way that they work. But it's more than engagement and interest. It's actually, how is this going to work?
Yeah.
Certainly in parts of Asia, there's a dynamism because they're looking for a catalyst. They're looking for something new.
Yeah.
Right. So there are things that, in many ways, we've almost been pulling back, saying, don't run too fast, certainly until the framework was arrived at. So the enthusiasm in places like Malaysia and Singapore and other parts of the world like that is dramatic. The USA is an interesting area where there's very much of a compliance attitude driven through the SEC and things. I would have to say that there's a lack of understanding, rather, and therefore we're in earlier days there. Yeah. I mean, we've got some, the likes of PepsiCo and Prudential Financial and Microsoft and others who've been in the pilot program are great, and Clorox and companies like that. But in general, there isn't the same magnitude of understanding.
Yeah. One of the reasons it was referenced at the World Economic Forum was because these were CEOs talking about it. Are you finding this, and that's where the real pickup needs to be throughout the corporate world? I mean, are you getting good traction from CEOs?
Yes, could be better. CEOs have got a lot on their plate. Sometimes when it's referred to as integrated reporting, and reporting is the name, it's not as interesting to them. Yeah. When they understand, and many of them do, but I wish more did, when they understand that what we're talking about is an articulation of your company strategy, then they get excited.
You've got the framework out there. That's now bedding down. Do you think there'll be a need for more guidance further down the road?
Yeah. Yes, is the simple answer. It depends what more guidance means.
Yep. So what does it mean?
Yeah. To my mind, certainly the next 12 to 24 months, more guidance means leading practice, best practice and evidence, rather than more deep technical guidance. And when I say evidence, I mean both academic type evidence, but also going back to the point about what's actually happened and is it making a difference. So I would say that's the short term in terms of guidance. In the longer term, we have to understand that part of integrated reporting is allowing every company to tell its unique story, its unique strategy, but also being able to compare. Yeah. And it's when we get to that milestone, when the investors and others are really seeing integrated reporting as a core tool, that actually we might have to see, well, what does that mean? Do you need more detailed guidance or standards? Now, our remit at this time is, let's see what happens in the data and information field in terms of, are there sector KPIs? Are there standards that are by region or whatever it is? How does that evolve and develop, rather than trying to say now how that has to happen? Yeah. So my answer to you is, in the short term, it's the best practice and leading practice bit. In the longer term, I actually don't know. Yeah. But let's keep an open mind and see what happens. It's going to need something.
Where are we going to be in 5 years' time, 10 years' time? What would you like to see?
To my mind, if we talk 5 years, we will see an inevitability that this is happening. Right? I think it's pretty much there now, but we'll see it in numbers.
Yes.
So there'll be a quantum that is inevitable. If we talk about 10 years' time, then integrated reporting and this evolution of corporate reporting will have happened. The fact is that corporate reporting does evolve into something that is meaningful, away from the compliance-only driven mindset. So if you said 10 years' time, I believe integrated reporting will be the corporate reporting norm, but the infrastructure around it will also have evolved.
Yeah. Paul Druckman, thank you very much indeed.
Great pleasure. Thank you.